If you've been feeling stuck in life and have no direction or don't know where to go, then you're in the right place. What's up, everybody? Rudy Perez with Vantage Mindset, where I teach you life and business strategies that I've developed over the last 10 years to take me from being a broke nobody to being a powerful somebody who does and lives the life that I want to every single day. And in this video, I want to take you guys through all of the strategies and techniques that I've developed to get myself from being lost and confused and frustrated and scared and mad to being happy, living life in abundance. I have a house, I have my dream cars, I have my dream wife, I have a kid on the way. And my life has just went into so many directions for the greater good, and I want to teach you guys exactly how I did it, because I started with absolutely nothing. In order to do this, it's very important first to be self-aware and to be honest with yourself. The first thing that we want to dive into is understanding where exactly it is that you are. If you're in a place where you're scared, you're frustrated, and some of us, it's different things like feeling like we have no control over our lives. To me, that's the biggest problem, and that's what I want to identify in this video. So the next thing I want to talk about is, on average throughout your day, what is your average state? Are you in a state to where you're moping around, your body language is really low, you're hanging your head, you kind of look timid all the time? So the first thing is pay attention to your body language. That's one thing that you can change. One thing that I like to do is that's helped me to improve it and have more control over it is waking up and doing something physical with my body, whether that's jumping jacks, push-ups, going on a run outside in the morning, just whatever it could do. I want to do something to get my blood flowing, to get my body up right away. Your state is something that you can have control over, that can influence your mental state, your emotional state. Next is, let's pay attention to, maybe thoughts are a little bit hard at this point, so let's pay attention to the words that we are verbally letting come out of our mouth, especially terms like, oh, I'm suck, I'm nobody, I'm not good at anything, why would anyone love me? There's a lot of things like this, and I can tell you right now in this second, you have God within you, and to have any of those thoughts about yourself is pretty much like a slap in the face to him. Like, there's no need for it. It's all fabricated lies that you're creating inside your own head. If you're having it, it's okay, we all do. But just know that they're lies. You don't need to believe those lies. So your physical state, as well as your language that you're letting come out, those are two things that you have control over now. These are the things that you know that you can control. Next thing that I want to focus on is our thoughts. We don't have much control over our thoughts. What we do have control over is the emotions that we give to our thoughts. If I try to host a public speech and I want to talk to business owners, but I'm sitting here in my head saying, oh, well, you're not that big of a business owner. You haven't been in business that many years. Who's going to listen to you? Oh, you're just wasting people's time. Like, all these thoughts are obviously going to come into my head, but like, why would I believe them? I know I can go out and give a speech, and as long as I affect one person, like, that's all I'm worried about, just passing it along. Just pay attention and be aware and be cautious to the thoughts crossing your mind. Like I said, if they're bad ones, just let them go. If they're good ones, especially give emotion to it. The reason for this is that your imagination creates reality. Let's say I'm going to go to a park and there's an event going on, and I can go to this event with the intentions and the thoughts of imagining myself going there and having a great time. Just meeting about 5 new people, having great conversations. I can even imagine myself running into the love of my life. Well, not me, I'm already married, but if I were single, I can imagine myself winning a prize that is something that I've been wanting to manifest for a long time. Or on the other end, I can go in there saying, oh, I'm wasting my time. Oh, I hate crowds. Oh, this is just a waste of time. Maybe I have a life coach and they wanted me to go to this just to get out and socialize, and this is just a waste of time. Well, who do you think is gonna have the better experience? Just literally just based on your thinking. The approach of how you're going in, like the intent that you have going into this event. It's like that with everything that we do. It's like that when we get into our car to drive on the road. It's like that when we go to school. It's like that when we go to work. It's like that when we come home from work. Like, what is your intent? What are you trying to get out of this? Most of us are just coasting through life. We have no idea of what we're wanting. We're just going on autopilot. Imagine if you're sailing a boat in the middle of an ocean, but you have no idea where you're going. You're just sailing, just making sure you're floating and going somewhere. Like, you have no direction. Just be honest with yourself. The things that I'm talking to you about are resonating with you, then keep listening, because if you take what I'm teaching you and you apply it into your life, I'm telling you, I promise you, you will have that control over your life, and it will change forever. So the next thing that I want to do and want to talk about is, once we get all of that stuff, the thoughts, the physical state, just knowing where you are, the next thing I want to do is set clear goals. Like I said, going to an event, the goal is to have a good outcome. I'm making this video. The goal is to connect with somebody, have them take something out of this video that changes their life. The other goal is to have you guys sign up for my free hour of coaching, to where I can help you come up with a goal-oriented plan that you can take into your life, and you can apply these things. And if you made it this far into the video, I want to applaud you. And if you haven't yet, click the link below, sign up for a free 60-minute consultation. I promise you, this will be one of the best 60 minutes you've ever spent with a coach, and you'll have a plan at the end of the session that is gonna wow you. And if you take it and apply it, it'll change your life forever. So go ahead and hit that link, and we'll get back to the video. So be very precise when it comes to goals. You know, like for example, people like to say, I just wanna make more money. Okay, well, what if I gave you a 10-cent raise? You're making more money, you know, and your goal is now checked off. But because you weren't specific with how much money you wanted to make, the universe is not going to correspond with you. So if you say, oh, right now I make $2,500 a month, I want to make $5,000 a month. Well, great. Now we have a goal. Now we know we can try things that are possible to hit 5,000, because if we're trying things that it doesn't even stand a chance to make 5,000, then we're wasting time and we don't have clear, precise goals. Same thing. If you want to be a leader, you want to be a speaker, you want to be a coach, or you want to be a famous sports player or celebrity, you must be able to have a plan on how you're going to get that. And the way to backtrack that is we start from the end and we chunk from reverse. So what I mean is, let's say you want to become the principal of a big high school in your city. Well, what would you need to do? How would you need to start acting and making decisions to show that you're responsible enough to become that person? So start being that person now. And it doesn't have to be for the principal. It could be for the sports player. It could be for the stay-at-home mom. It could be for the assistant manager. Whoever you want to be, jump into that consciousness of that person, who it is you want to be, and start being that person, and everything else will start reflecting likewise. You have all the control over your life. You know, maybe we don't have control over what happens to us, but we definitely have control over how we respond to it and the meaning that we give to it. You know, one thing that I like to use as an example is I lost my younger brother right in the first year of my business. When I got my biggest contract, I was swamped with work. My brother got into a crazy car accident, and halfway across the country, I had to leave immediately. I mean, we already know at this point he passed away, but at that time I didn't know. He fought for 2 weeks, and there was an error with the doctors. They made a mistake, and it ended up resulting in him losing his life. But the point of why I'm sharing this story is I could have let that affect me and break me down and tear me down, and my business probably could have crumbled. Just I didn't have any desire to want to put my attention and focus into the business because I was grieving. But I caught myself quick and said, look, he passed, and I get one chance to do this right. Let me do this right. It's all about approach. It's all about intent. You know, like I had the control to make that decision for myself. I had the control to switch my mindset to say, hey, he passed for a reason. Let me make the most of it. At the end of the day, you're the co-creator. God's within you. He created the universe. He created you. Like how magnificent our bodies are. Like the entire ecosystem in the world, how everything, like he created this, and he created us in his image. If God's not a big part in your life, I suggest that you seek him out, especially in today's age. But if not, you know, that's fine. And as long as you're seeking out good and you're doing good and you have good intentions, you'll be fine. Whatever you do, you will receive 3 times back. So you have bad thoughts, you have bad decision makings, you have bad actions. I don't know why you would respect good things in return. You know, so do good, expect good, visualize good things, and God will take care of you. It's only a matter of time for you to keep taking good actions, making good decisions, being a good person before everything just follows. And just build positive habits, honestly. I mean, your daily habits, like I said, from how you wake up, what you do with your body first thing in the morning, to how you spend your days, what are you eating, what are you thinking, how are you letting your emotional states, what words are you letting come out of your mouth. You know, all of these things play a huge factor into you having control and feeling lost and stuck in life. Like I said, if you haven't yet, click the link below. Just jump on a 60-minute phone call with me. I will help you get crystal clear on exactly where you are, where you want to go, and how to get there. And until then, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.